Based on the system of equations above, what is the value of the product xy? So remember, we're looking for that product right there. So 2 ways to do this. One is by substitution, one is by elimination, right? 2 standard ways to solve these problems with 2 equations and 2 unknowns. So let's do this first by substitution, and then we'll do it by elimination first, and then by substitution. So this is by elimination. So to do this, we need to get all the x's and y's to one side. So we'll subtract 3y from both sides on the top equation to get 4x minus 4y equals 7. And then we've got x plus 8y equals 4. And now we need to multiply one of these equations by something so that when we add our 2 equations together, one of our variables will disappear. And since I've got negative 4y and positive 8y, I'm going to multiply the top by 2 so that I'm going to get negative 8y, which will cancel with this 8y. So I'm going to get 8x minus 8y equals 14. X plus 8y equals 4. Go ahead and add. I get 9x, cancels, equals 18. X is 2. Remember, though, we want to get product xy. So let's plug 2 into one of these equations and solve for y. So 2 plus 8y equals 4. I've selected the bottom equation. 8y equals 2. Y is a quarter. So xy then is 2 times a quarter, which is a half. And that's choice C. That's by elimination. Let's try by substitution. So let me just copy and paste these, bring them down here. That didn't work. Okay. To do substitution, we get one of these equations in terms of just one variable, so x equals something, for example, and then we plug that in, we substitute that into the other equation and solve for the variable that's left. So let's do the bottom one. Let's make this x equals 4 minus 8y, subtracting 8y from both sides, and then we're going to substitute this in for x in the top equation. So 4 times 4 minus 8y minus y equals 3y plus 7. So 16 minus 32y minus y equals 3y plus 7. So I get 9 on this side. This is negative 33y, which I'm going to add to then both sides, positive 33y. So we're going to end up with 36y. So y equals 9 over 36, which is a quarter. Now we got to find x, so we'll plug it into the bottom. So x plus 8 times a quarter equals 4. X plus 2 equals 4, so x is 2. And again, 2 times a quarter is a half, which is the answer for xy. So both cases we get choice C. Another relatively straightforward question. If you remember how to do systems of equations, if you remember either substitution or elimination, you're good on this one. Which method do I think is easier? There's no one method that's always easier. Sometimes elimination is easier. Sometimes substitution is easier. By the way, this was substitution. In this case, I probably find the elimination to be slightly easier just because you don't have this step right here is a bit annoying. Combining all these and then moving it all to one side. I did it pretty quickly in this step, but you might have to double check my work on that just to convince yourself that it's right. Whereas here, you just got to do some simple multiplication and addition. So I think the elimination is easier. But on another question, substitution might be easier. It all depends on the setup.